Hey everybody, close your eyes with me and imagine trying to navigate through a maze. With your eyes shut, it feels like a real challenge. That's what it's like marketing without data and why it feels so hard to drive your startup. Sometimes you find success, but most of the time you run into walls. Today we're going to explore data-driven marketing. We'll discuss what it is, why it matters, and how it will change your digital marketing approach. You're going to learn to use data to improve your content strategy, engage your audience, and grow your business. What exactly is data-driven marketing? At its core, data-driven marketing involves using real-world data and analytics to guide your marketing decision. It's a before and after. Instead of relying on instincts or assumptions, you make solid choices based on evidence and clear insights. With data-driven marketing, you will sharpen your audience's targeting, create a better user experience, and of course, increase the return on investment or MROI from your campaigns. I see companies that ignore data, and they're often wasting valuable resources on ineffective marketing. In contrast, businesses that prioritize a data-driven strategy, they consistently outperform their competitors, and they work smarter, not harder. A big indication of this is look at the volume and look at the audiences. How tight is your competitor's audience to their business? How much content are they creating? If you're data-driven, you don't need to create that much content to have a great effect. All right, what are the 4 essential types of marketing data? You might think more data will equal better insights, but tracking too much data will lead to confusion. Instead, let's focus on 4 essential types of data that matter most to your business. First of all, there's demographic data. This is basic information about your audience like age, location, occupation, and interests. For example, knowing most of your customers are millennial males in urban areas will dramatically shape and improve your messaging. Then there's behavioral data. This is data that tracks what your people are doing online. It shows which pages they visit, products they're looking at, and items that they add to the cart. Imagine an online clothing store that sees some of the customers often leaving their carts at checkout. Well, this insight will allow you to change the checkout process, making it easier and increasing the sales. Then there's engagement data. This is data off platform. Engagement includes interactions with your content like social media likes, shares, comments, video views, and watch time. For example, if you see your audience likes video content on Instagram, you've got to change that strategy. You got to create more videos instead of just static or written posts. Conversion data tells you exactly what motivates your audience to buy. This includes effective emails, successful ads, and landing pages that anchor them out. Imagine running 2 Facebook ads. One's generating a ton of clicks but has few sales. The other has a few clicks but many sales. It's pretty easy to see which one offers the most value. Putting this focus on your social content, your websites, and your ad campaigns allows you to stay in front of what your customers need to hear, as well as driving quicker conversion time. This ultimately makes for a better consumer experience. Okay, what are the tools that you're going to need for a data-driven marketing approach? Data-driven marketing doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, tools make it easy today. Here's some fantastic tools that I use to simplify our process. First of all, Google Analytics tracks our website visitors, looks at their behavior, and looks at where the conversions are coming through. This allows us to change our web content strategy. And then we use Facebook, Instagram, and other social tools to research what's resonating with our content and our audience the most. We look at views, engagement, and click-through conversions to figure out how to shape our content, what keywords to target, and also where to place the content and what package. Everything has to anchor down into a CRM. My personal favorite is HubSpot because it integrates so well. You got to track your leads, your customer interaction, put in those notes, put in future interactions needed, develop out sales funnels and segmentation. This creates visibility around your conversion process. And then we use tools across our messaging like Smartly. This will show us how our email campaigns are engaging our audience. We look at things like open rates, conversion to call or conversion to landing. This allows us to understand how that conversation is going across our funnel. And finally, if you're running ad campaigns or have an app, you're going to want to use tools like Hotjar and Crazy Egg. They visually show you where your users are getting stuck or drop off throughout your funnel. Here's a pro tip. I always use UTM tags on my link. This helps us pinpoint precisely where the traffic's coming from and lets us get insight to see what's working best. UTM tags tell us more than just conversion data, so make sure you put them in. All right, let's talk turning data into actionable strategies. Collecting data alone will not transform your marketing. Instead, you've got to turn those insights into actionable steps. Here's how. First, we improve our audience targeting. Low engagement is usually a good indicator that we're targeting the wrong audience. Suppose most of your profitable customers are small business owners. That's a big category. You shouldn't waste money targeting corporate executives. Instead, refine your ads or content to focus exclusively on the messaging of small businesses and watch that engagement soar. Next, we enhance our content strategy itself. Data reveals what type of content resonates most, looking back at the performance of our content. If your audience is preferring videos rather than blogs, it's a clear sign for you to focus more on video content. Take the writing, reapply it to script building, and focus on increasing watch times as well as keywords that drive videos into the Google search bar. And then it's all about boosting your conversions. When a user is clicking but doesn't convert, it means your funnel has gaps. It's not a big deal. A simple change can significantly boost your conversion. For example, changing the color of your button or changing the call to action from subscribe to download your free guide might encourage more customers to act. Test it out, look at the results, and make these changes on a large scale. Now you're ready to automate and scale your marketing. Once your strategies have been optimized, automation helps you scale quickly, driving more conversion, more engagement, essentially more data to review. Automated emails will help you send personalized messages at exactly the right moment and show clear conversion path. Retargeting helps you show ads specifically to visitors who previously showed interest in your product. Have you ever browsed a product online and suddenly started seeing ads for it everywhere? Well, that's called retargeting, and it dramatically boosts your conversion rates by keeping the product that you make or the company you have the top of your consumer's mind. I believe data-driven marketing is the future, and it's more important than ever, and I'm going to tell you why. Marketing without data is like throwing darts in the dark. Great marketing isn't about luck, it's strategic. I've worked with a lot of companies that think that creating hype or going viral is the way. No, in fact, it's building long, consistent campaigns that drive a lot of data, consistently looking at what we're learning from that data and allowing it to shape our marketing moving forward. Embracing data means that you understand your audience deeply. You're regularly optimizing your approach and steadily growing your business. That's the key to success. Here's a quick recap. Gather relevant, actionable data. Use straightforward analytic tools. They're easier than you think. Apply the insights you discover, and then scale your success through smart automation. Following this approach consistently sets you miles ahead of your competitors, even if you don't see it. Why? Because you're focused on conversion and growing your business. All right, now it's your turn. What's your biggest challenge with data-driven marketing? Put your thoughts in the comments and I'll reply. It's like a free advisory session. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for more valuable insights every Friday. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.